Evil. Welcome to the Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Couple words come to mind seeing this latest Berrylium robbery. Arrogance, delusion, gimmicks. These words sum up not just some of the people who are run Berrylium, right, or work for Berrylium, but also the society at large, and public. Let's talk about how a little bad man YouTuber told all you experts that Berrylium will be hit over and over again. But you convince yourself that, well, the expert that I pay millions, right, for telling me what more want here, say it's because of this and we've changed this procedure and this procedure is showing results. Now I've heard the theories. All I can say is enjoy yourself. Right. John Public love to come up with the latest theory. Again, it makes them feel better. Makes them feel better about not knowing what's going on. But if I tell myself that this is going on, then I can sleep a little better when night time comes. The videos I'm see can only be described as shambolic. This is actually the worst of them all, because we see with our very two eyes. Some moments where, at first, I thought somebody was trolling the incident. This video I'm gonna play right now. When I first see it, I thought to myself, how smart if I run joke at a time like this? I know the people them on TikTok and you know them fast with the little video them and the skits them. This ain't no skit, this is real life. Check this out. Now, I say one of the big wig them in a Berrylium come out and say he didn't throw away his rifle. That's what he sees what happened because he got shot in the back. Me the things me alone sell unicorn. That man threw away his rifle. He lost his balance. Right. I'm not denying that he got shot because you know one of them get shot. See the video. One lie them on the ground with him back. But the motion, right, the motion that we clearly saw with our own two eyes is him throwing away his rifle. I have never seen that in my life. I mean, I'm trying not to be too hard on these men here, but let's be realistic. That video of the two men, one of them clearly throwing away his rifle, right, and the other one, I don't even know if waddling, that's the way I describe it. That man look like him can't even run. Right. That right there, so that optics, 87 all around Jamaica are thinking, I can't wait to get my turn at Berrylium. This is the worst of them all. We've never seen this. I've never seen this. This is going to make any little doubt 87 sir. How many times have they been hit? The only time things kinda turned out decent for them was when they got help from a licensed firearm holder. When you have a society where people can't really ask the real questions, and even the so-called journalists them can't ask the real questions. When them sit down with them people, they make them tell them foolishness in front of them. These men, when me see in this video, them can't tell me so they have any kind of policy in place, any kind of test in place, any kind of standard in place that came to the conclusion that these two men are ready to do them kind of work here. One of them was waddling like a duck, and the other one, right, came stumbling around the corner, right, and then clearly fling away his rifle and threw him on into the air. I thought this was a skit. I thought which one of these social media trolls are making fun of a situation like this. And it's not a skit, it's real life. You can't make this up. To the public, I say. I'm telling you what go on, man. Because of this and because of that, man. You see me, I say. I mean, enjoy yourself. I say the people that been working at Berrylium, when you can't stay to make people leave in the street. Your SOPs, are rubbish. Tactics, rubbish. Marksmanship, rubbish. As a matter of fact, so far, the only thing we see is that a very high standard is excuses. In the video, you see, at one point, 87 start, there was going to be a serious shootout and you see them turn fool. And then they realized, oh, it stopped, and they went right back to engage in them. People were gassing up these 87s, oh, them well trained. Those are 87s. Oh, look, him bring the rifle up to his shoulder, and that must mean saying well trained. I blame Netflix on Call of Duty. Right. That is what making the average citizen in the streets think them know what somebody who is well trained look like. Netflix and Call of Duty. Or whatever you want to watch. If you watch that video and came to the conclusion those men are highly trained, then we can't help you. Those are 87s. One at a time, him take cover that shows him, man, if you give a child a rifle, right, then will take cover and fire behind there. Watch a paintball game. Standing behind, right, an object or quote unquote taking cover and firing, right, is one of the most basic things any human with a rifle do, or with a gun do. Picnic do it. Watch paintball games. Picnic who's never been to any kind of training in them life. Right. See one wall, them stand up side of the wall and fire around it. See one car, them bend inside the car and fire around it. When you heard the video with C4 and Sus them when Sus dead, you say Razzie bend inside the car. If that was on video, you'd hear Razzie must be some kind of well trained because look, he was taking cover. If that was a car on video, you'd hear Razzie must be some kind of top soldier because he was taking cover and firing from behind the cover. He must be well trained. It's all entertainment, you know. The public is entertained by this. This is why they have no interest in actually looking for anything with serious eyes. Even the people who are videoing the incident. Just listen how them talk about it. Anytime you see a murder scene in Ironman, listen to the person who is recording. It sounds like they might describe a ball game. They might describe something that entertains them.
Life on the scene, you know. Man, them take on the guardsman, them just a little while out of my place, Albion St. Thomas. Just a little while, man, them make off of the brings. Loan M16, loan 9mm, loan knockings just a little while again out of my side. Man, loan shelling again.
Watch it. Watch it. Yo, MPF, man, they lick it at the gas station at Albion. Mad move. Watch your MPF. Watch your MPF. Mad knockings. Buckler, MPF. Sigma. Watch it. Watch your MPF. Watch your MPF, bad man. The man, them strike one more time. Man, them strike one more time, MPF. Watch it. Oh, knockings, MPF. Watch it. Watch sped shell.
Yo, dog, man, I tell you, say, yo, people are entertained by death and destruction. Just listen to the cameraman, then. When they talk about these type of things, any type of killing. Brawling. I told them already, sir, until they give 87 something to think about and lay out one of them flat on them face, this is going to happen over and over. You can lie to yourself, you can play mental gymnastics all you want, you can play with whatever theory make you feel better, but then, as the saying goes, we shall see. Now, I'm going to touch on the equipment argument. People say if you give them better, armored personnel, care whatever them see in the name of them drive, right? Or give them better vests, better rifles, then they'll be able to do what? Waddle away faster and fling with the rifle faster. Training beats equipment. These guards are not trained properly. How do you think a guerrilla army becomes a nuisance to the United States Army or the Russian Army? How do you think they do that? How do you think the Mujahideen in Afghanistan and these places, how do you think the Viet Cong and these people who are clearly out-resourced give Uncle Sam, give the Russians, give NATO hell in war? How do you think they do it? You think it's by having the best equipment? Do you think they have the best vests? Do you think they have the best rifles? Do you think they have the best helmets? They do it through preparation, tactics, and downright cojones. Preparation, tactics, and having some cojones. That's how they do it. That's how a small, under-resourced unit can give the US Marines or the Russian Spetsnaz hell in a fight. The argument that, I don't have the biggest tank in the world to help me, that's why 87s keep making me look foolish, is nonsense. And let me just say this, out of all the things that people say the guards them need, the only one I truly support is the armored carrier thing. The big tank looking thing with them driving now. That's the only one I would say upgrade all them there right now. The vehicle them. Upgrade all the vehicle them. Why? So when anything go on, they can lock up night and hide. I said it before in many videos on these Berrylium robberies. So the position you take up is very important if you get attacked. But them not gonna change until some quote-unquote expert tell them say this a foolishness. Or better yet, go for Raskem. Make Raskem go tell them say we not do a foolishness. Make Raskem tell them say when you drive up to these locations, drop our money, you should already have the area in mind, the spot in mind where you're taking up a defensive position. Berrylium guards have struggled so poorly against 87s. That's the man make them look like Navy SEALs. People are actually saying, the meter must be well trained, man. No. It's just that the guards are doing so poorly. That's it make the 87s them look good. And 87s I go back home and I go up on YouTube and I go up on Instagram and I see people say, yo, them well trained, and I laugh. I say, yo, look here. Yo, killer, watch out. People must say, well trained dog, the thing up. Your thing mad me G, I've got one another one. Everybody I say well trained. And I know people might say, you're being too harsh. No. You know who's harsh? The gunman want to come lick out the head top and take the money. That's who's harsh. If you fail to prepare, you better prepare to fail. And Berrylium has remained very arrogant and delusional. Until them come out and accept our SOPs, all of this is a failure. We start from scratch. We do this different, we're done with that now. Until they do that, invest in one body bag. Or do like Nevada Adges and pay down for your coffee. Because they save the arrogance is going to lead to destruction. They're telling themselves, oh, we not had nothing wrong, man. We just saw it. Remember the first one? All kind of experts come out. No, man, they're just unlucky. Then just start. Well, since Berrylium to start, change the company name to Dead Sea. And if they don't get their acts together, enough more them starve or dead. You will see. Anyway, Patreon Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know. More life. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.